Shiva is the Hindu god of destruction, a part of the great Hindu trinity alongside Vishnu and Brahma. He is often depicted in a seated position with his legs crossed, holding a trident known as Trishula in his hand. This trident is symbolic of his ability to destroy the ignorance found in humans. Around Shiva's neck is a natgeo, one of nature's deadliest creatures, symbolizing his victory over death. Shiva also possesses a third eye, which can destroy any living being with just a simple glance. In his form as Rudra, Shiva assumes his most dreadful and ferocious form. Despite being the god of destruction, he's also associated with rebirth and transformation. As a transforming deity, he took part in the creation of the world. The sacred Ganges river owes its existence to Shiva, as it is said to have descended from heaven, grabbing Shiva's braided hair to reach the earth and purify men's sins. In his form as Shiva Nataraja, he reveals his happier side as the cosmic dancer, symbolizing the cycles of the universe's creation, destruction, and reincarnation. Shiva's most famous wife is Parvati, a loving goddess and devoted mother symbolizing fertility. However, Parvati can also appear as Kali, a deity related to destruction, embodying death itself. Shiva is also known as the god of yoga, earning him the title of the Great Yogi. Yoga, a set of philosophical, religious, and psychophysical practices, aims to transcend the limitations of the body and consciousness. In India, there is a cult where Shiva is regarded as the supreme god, known as Shaivism, which has a major influence on modern Hinduism practiced in India, Sri Lanka, and Nepal. Shiva is a highly complex deity, participating in countless stories that contribute to the rich tapestry of Hindu religion and mythology. Brahma represents the universe's creative force and is part of the Trimurti, the great Hindu trinity alongside Shiva and Vishnu. Brahma symbolizes balance, while Shiva and Vishnu represent opposing forces of destruction and maintenance respectively. Brahma is depicted with 4 heads, each reciting one of the 4 Vedas, and 4 arms, each holding symbolic items representing knowledge, cosmic energy, and the essence of life. Brahma is associated with time, with one day for him equivalent to 320 million years for mortals. Brahma's only major temple is located in Pushkar, where he defeated a demon with a lotus flower. However, Brahma's importance diminished over time due to the growing cults of Krishna and Vishnu. Nevertheless, Brahma is honored by those who make use of knowledge in their professions, such as teachers, students, and scientists. Prosperity Vishnu can cross the whole world with only 3 giant steps. This god has Garuda, the solar bird, as his mount. A chief deity of the birds of prey and snake hunter, this mythological creature symbolizes the struggle between good and evil. After the creation of the universe, Vishnu visited the world of men several times, embodying his avatars. Vishnu embodies one of his new avatars whenever the world is in great danger or need. When a great flood threatened to engulf the whole land and water, the fish-shaped god named Matsya taught Manu how to build a vessel and escape the flood. When the waters receded, Manu used the seeds kept in his boat to fill the land devastated by the flood. These are some of the famous Vishnu avatars. Rama, the great hero of the epic Ramayana, and the famous Krishna, both will be analyzed in upcoming videos. Vishnu has already reincarnated 9 times. An attempt will take place. A moment he will return mounted on a white horse to announce the end of the world. Parvati is the mother goddess of Hinduism, being one of several manifestations of Devi, the great primordial goddess. She's the daughter of Himavat, the lord of the Himalayan mountains, and Meena. Parvati is known as the wife of Shiva, one of the most worshipped deities in Hinduism. The goddess is the reincarnation of Sati, the goddess of virtue, Shiva's wife. She ended up dying and coming back as the sweet goddess Parvati to win back the god of destruction. Parvati had the help of Kamadeva, an Indian deity similar to Eros in Greek mythology. He struck Shiva with one of his arrows while the god meditated. Shiva was consumed by desire and fell in love with Parvati. But Shiva was relentless with karma due to his interference and fulminated him with his destructive gaze, turning the god of love into ashes. The god didn't appreciate the color of Parvati's skin. Therefore, the goddess, through rituals, was able to acquire a skin with a beautiful golden tone. With her husband, she had several illustrious sons such as Ganesha, the elephant-headed god, and Skanda, the Hindu god of war, among others. The goddess is known as the fertility goddess, the goddess of marriage, the goddess of beauty, and the goddess of love. Parvati is usually portrayed as a kind figure, and in the arts she is usually beside her husband, carrying her children on her lap. The goddess paraded beside her husband on his mighty lion. Despite being a benevolent goddess, Parvati may also present herself as Durga, the warrior goddess. In this form, the goddess became the most feared. As Durga, the goddess defeated several demons and won her fight against evil. She was so ruthless that even the other gods feared her. But she can acquire an even scarier look as Goddess Kali. She symbolizes death. Her appearance met the imminence of death, or a great disaster. Her tongue is always bloodthirsty. Therefore, in some rituals, blood is offered to the goddess to end her anger. Indra, one of the oldest gods in the Hindu pantheon, is a Rigvedic deity associated with the sky, seasons, lightning, thunder, and war. He is depicted as riding his mount, Airavata, the white elephant, and is often portrayed wielding a thunderbolt. Indra's position as the supreme god began to be challenged over time by emerging deities like Shiva and Vishnu, leading to a decrease in his reputation. Vishnu, along with Shiva and Brahma, forms the supreme trinity of the Indian god pantheon. Vishnu is associated with preservation, symbolizing kindness, morality, and mercy. He is depicted with 4 arms, each holding symbolic items representing purity, creativity, and protection against desires and temptations. Vishnu's mount is Garuda, the solar bird, symbolizing the struggle between good and evil. Vishnu is known for his avatars, incarnating whenever the world is in great danger or need. Some famous avatars include Rama, the hero of the epic Ramayana, and Krishna. Vishnu is revered as the protector of humanity against evil forces, and his worship is prevalent among Hindus seeking guidance and protection. Parvati, the mother goddess of Hinduism, is one of the manifestations of Devi, the great primordial goddess. She is known as the wife of Shiva and the reincarnation of Sati, Shiva's previous wife. Parvati is associated with fertility, marriage, beauty, and love. She's usually depicted as a kind figure, often seen alongside her husband Shiva, carrying their children on her lap. Hanuman, an important deity in Hindu culture, is a monkey god associated with learning and wind. He is known for his role in the epics, Mahabharata and Ramayana, where he serves as Rama's loyal servant. Hanuman's strength and humility make him a revered figure among Hindus seeking knowledge and guidance. Ganesha, the elephant-headed god, is popularly worshipped as the remover of obstacles and the god of success and wisdom. His origin story involves being created by Parvati and later bestowed with an elephant head by Shiva. Ganesha's popularity stems from his ability to help mortals overcome obstacles and achieve success in their endeavors. One of the most popular gods among the Hindu pantheon, he is a god associated with wisdom and success, but his appearance was not always like the one we know today. Since the god was born with a human head, Ganesha was raised from the oils and herbs used in the cleansing of Parvati's body. Using this material, she molded a boy-shaped idol. The goddess gave life to the statue and Ganesha emerged from it, who at the time still did not have his famous elephant head. Parvati raised Ganesha so that he would watch the door of her palace while the goddess took her bath. The young god was born while Shiva had left on one of his journeys, and therefore they did not recognize each other as father and son. Ganesha had a strong bond with his mother. He was always protecting her, sometimes to the point of jealousy and overprotection. While the goddess Parvati was taking her bath, Ganesha protected her mother's privacy, preventing anyone from entering the palace while Parvati refreshed herself. Shiva, her husband, returned from his quest and wanted to meet his wife again. But when he tried to walk to his wife, the god was blocked by Ganesha. Enraged, the god ordered his son to step out of the way. But Ganesha, who had no idea of his interlocutor's identity, told the invader he would not let him take another step. Both gods quarreled, and the youngster fought bravely, showing plenty of skill. Shiva was consumed by wrath and beheaded his son. Parvati, who had heard the noise at their clash, rushed to help her son, and was horrified to find him beheaded and lying on the ground, with her heart shattered. Parvati ordered Shiva to bring his son back to life, otherwise she would assume the shape of Durga, the warrior goddess, unleashing her wrath. To put an end to his wife's suffering, the god of destruction decided to restore Ganesha's life, but he needed a new head to do that. Shiva ordered his servants, known as Ganas, to bring him the head of the first beast they encountered. The elephant was the first to appear. They brought the animal's head to Shiva, who placed it on what had once been his son's head. Ganesha's life was restored, and despite his exotic appearance, the young god felt quite pleased with his exquisite looks. Together, Shiva and Parvati raised the young god, who would become one of India's most popular. This is just the origin of the story of the elephant god, copiously worshipped in India for being a divinity who removes the obstacles that prevent mortals from achieving success. Our channel has much more to talk about Lord Ganesha, since he is one of the most worshipped deities among all Hindu gods. Each of these deities plays a significant role in Hindu mythology and religion, contributing to the diverse and rich tapestry of Hindu culture and beliefs.